Good day, folks. Jim here from Orchard Forex. It's Monday, the 22nd of June. Further to the weekly outlook I posted yesterday on YouTube, the markets have opened here in Australia on Monday morning a little bit lower. The Aussie and the Kiwi and stock markets have all moved a little bit to the downside. This is really a risk-off move, given that there's new levels of outbreaks in the States. And equally, domestically, we've seen a rise in COVID outbreaks down in Victoria. So that's sent the Aussie a little bit lower, and the Kiwi's gone down in sympathy with that. So I just, when the weekend closed, we were pretty much sitting right on this trend support level here. So the market closed around 68.40. Now, possibly a little bit under. We have gapped a little bit lower this morning. We're down at 68.20. We've been down to sort of 68.10 early this morning. And I do think we're likely to, this horizontal line here, 67.70. I do think we're likely to see a test at some stage of that now that we've broken this line. The 4-hour charts are looking a little bit heavy, and indeed the 1-hour charts are also looking, they're pointing down. We might need to close the gap to 68 or 35.40. I think there'll be plenty of sellers there today if we do, and I'll be looking to go short. And the same really applies to the Kiwi. As you can see, that's had a small gap lower at the start of the week. The 4-hour charts are not telling us an awful lot, but the dailies for both the Aussie and the Kiwi are pointing lower. So I prefer to be short, looking for further tests of the downside. Now, the local stock market has yet to open, but if we go forward to the S&P, right, so here we just have a 30-minute chart of the S&P, and as you can see, that's started the week with a gap low. This is Friday's close here. It's Monday morning trade, very early. It's only been open for 15 minutes or so. The hourlies are pointing lower. The 4 hourlies are not doing an awful lot yet, and the dailies are also pointing lower. So while I think we could see some support down here, pretty close by, there's sort of 30-20 at the 200-day moving average, I do think we're probably heading for a test of 3,000 and lower. The first FIBO support comes in around that 29.80 level by the looks of it, 29.70. So I think that's the direction of it. There's a real risk-off mood, it seems, in the market this morning. The other majors haven't really done an awful lot. The euro is, let me just go back and have a look at the euro. Here we are, here with the 1-hour euro chart. Now we're still hanging on above this support level here. It looks very precarious to me. There's not an awful lot out of the out of Europe today. There's not an awful lot of data at all, really. But we have got the PMIs tomorrow, so it's quite possible we could drift around at this sort of level. I'd rather be short than long, though. The PMIs out of Europe are not going to be special, and I think eventually we're going to see a break to the downside. The 1-hour charts are indicating that. The 4 hours not doing a great deal, but the dailies do look negative. I've gone through this in greater depth on the weekly outlook posted yesterday. I'll put a link to that below, and you can go and check that out if you need to. But right now, risk sentiment seems negative. Risk assets do look heavy, and I'd rather be short than long. We'll come back with another video tomorrow. Until then, good luck with your trading. Cheers.